Hello dear students, so now today we would be moving ahead and we would be discussing now the chapter number 2 of class 8th mathematics, and that is powers. This is the second chapter of mathematics, powers. So before starting the exercise, let me tell you some formulae here which could be beneficial here. Okay, so let me write some formulae here. So first one is a raised to the power minus n. A raised to the power minus n. You would read it like this. A raised to the power minus n. You can write this as 1 by a raised to the power n. Are you getting this? Yes. A raised to the power minus n can be written as 1 by a raised to the power n. Okay? And similarly, we can write 1 by, similarly at the same time, we can write 1 by a raised to the power minus n as a raised to the power n. In both the way it is clear. Okay? A raised to the power minus n can be written as 1 by a raised to the power n. At the same time, if 1 by a raised to the power minus n is there, you can write it as a raised to the power n. Any problem? No problem. Now the second formula. Second one is, if it is like this, a by b raised to the power n, a by b whole raised to the power n. If it is like this, you would read it like this, a by b whole raised to the power n. You can write it as a raised to the power n divided by b raised to the power n. Are you getting this? This power would be distributed to numerator and denominator. Okay. Now the third formula. Third one is, if it is like this, somewhere you are getting any number, let's say it is a, having the power 0, so always you would write it as 1. Whether it is 2 raised to the power 0, answer is 1. 5 raised to the power 0, answer is 1. 100 raised to the power 0, answer is 1. Any number you take, its power, if its power is 0, so you would write it as 1. Are you getting this? Number 4. Now remember, if you have a number which is negative and if its power is even number, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. Okay, any number which is having the power as even number, so the answer that you are getting, that would be in positive. Okay, means this negative, this minus would become positive, and a to the power, whatever the power is there, that you would write it here. Okay, are you getting this? So minus a, if it is minus a raised the power, whatever is the power, and if the number is even there, so you would write the answer in positive. If at the same time, if it is like this, minus a, and if suppose the power is odd number, so at that time you would write the answer in negative. Are you getting this? Very good. Sixth one. Suppose I have written a number like this, 5 raised to the power 6. Let's say I have written 5 raised to the power 6. What does this mean? It means we have to multiply 5 6 times. This 5 is to multiply 6 times. That is why it has been written as 5 raised to the power 6. So 5 raised to the power 6 can be written as 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 multiply 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. So this 5 you would multiply 6 times. It means 5 raised to the power 6. If at the same time if it is like this, suppose you have been given a 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. So how do you write this? What does this mean? How many times 2 is coming here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 is coming here 5 times. So power should be there 5. So you can write it as 2 raised to the power 5. Because 2 is coming how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So you can write this as 2 raised to the power 5. So this is all we are going to discuss in the using in some questions which I would give. First you write this, then we would be discussing the questions. So on the basis of the given formulae which you have just now written, I have a question here. That would be the first question here. Express each of the following as a rational number of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0 here. So this is the first question which you have to express in the form of p by q. Here it is 2 raised to the power minus 3. So which one formula you would be using here? I think the first one. In place of a there is 2, so 2 raised to the power minus 3 can be written as 1 by 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, so using the first one formula I can write it as 2 raised to the power minus 3 would be equals to 1 by 2 raised to the power 3. Power would become positive here. Okay, I have used there the first one formula. Are you getting this? Very good. Now I have to write this in the form of p by q, so I can write it as 1 by 2 raised to the power 3 means, what does it mean? Just now you have written 2 raised to the power 3 means you have to multiply this 2 3 times. So 2 multiply 2 multiply, so you would write it as 1 by 2 to the 4 to the 8. So we have written this 2 raised to the power minus 3 in the form of p by q, 1 by 8. Okay, so just note it down. Now we will move to the next question. Now the next question is minus 4 raised to the power minus 2. Okay, so again we will be using the first formula here. So it can be written as 1 by, if it is minus 4 raised to the power minus 1, it can be written as 1 by minus 4 raised to the power n, because a is minus 4 here. So in place of a you would write here minus 4. So you can write it as minus 4 raised to the power 2. Is it clear to you? Very good. Now listen here. If the power is even number, look here, the power is even number, that is 2, you can see it here. So you can write the answer in positive, means this minus a raised to the power, if the power is even number, you can write it in positive. So this minus would become positive now. So you would write this as 1 by 4 raised to the power 2, because this negative would become positive because the power is even number there. Are you getting this? Very good. Okay, so just let me write it here. 4 raised to the power, what does it mean? It means you have to multiply this 4 2 times. So answer would be 1 by 16. So again we have expressed this in the form of p by q. Are you getting this? Very good. Now you would say how this minus is becoming positive here. Okay, let me explain it here. Now look here. Here it is minus 4 raised to the power 2. Is it clear? Yes. So I can write it as minus 4 raised to the power 2 means I would multiply minus 4 how many times? 2 times. I would write it as minus 4 multiply minus 4. Are you getting this? Now if you see, look here, minus multiply minus always becomes positive, as we have already discussed while we were discussing the integers. Okay, so minus into minus would become positive, yes or not? So answer would be 4 4 is 16. That is what we are getting here also. So whether you do this way or that way, answer would be same in both the way. Okay, are you getting this? Just note it down. Now the next question is 1 by 3 raised to the power minus 2. So we would be using this one formula, that will be the second one. Okay, so I can write this as, if it is 1 by 3 raised to the power minus 2, so I can write it as 3 raised to the power 2, because we are using this one formula. Okay, so I can write it as 3 raised to the power 2. Power would become positive here. Okay, so now 3 raised to the power 2 means, what does it mean? It means you are to multiply 3 2 times. 3 multiply 3. So this can be 3 3 ja 9. So this is again a rational number, but we have to express this in the form of p by q. So I can write this 9 as 9 by 1. This is already a rational number. Are you getting this? Yes. So this is the answer. Okay, just note it down. Now the next question is 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 2. So again we would be using the formula here. So a, if it is a raised to the power minus n, can be written as 1 by a raised to the power n. Are you getting this? Okay, let me tell you one more thing here. Let me tell you one more thing. If it is like this, okay, that would be the 1 2 3 4 5, that would be the sixth one formula. Let me write it here somewhere. Okay, so if it is like this, a by b raised to the power minus n, remember this always. This you have to remember. If it is like this, a by b raised to the power minus n, it can be written as b by a raised to the power n. Remember this also. Okay, if it is a by b raised to the power minus n, you want to make this power positive, so you would reverse the reverse inside here. Okay, so you would write this a by b as b by a, so you can write it as b by a raised to the power n. Okay, are you getting this? Yes. So this one we would be applying here also, similar condition here also. So 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 5 can be written as, you would reverse the inside one order, so it would be 2 by 1, and the power would become positive, now would be plus 5. Are you getting this? Now again, that one formula we have used here. Now we would be using the second formula. If it is a by b raised to the power n, we can write it as a raised to the power n divided by b raised to the power n. Similarly here also, if it is 2 by 1 raised to the power 5, you can write it as 2 raised to the power 5 divided by 1 raised to the power 5. And what do you mean by 2 raised to the power 5? 2 raised to the power 5 means you have to multiply 2 5 times. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Similarly, 1 raised to the power means you have to multiply 1 5 times. 1 1 1 1 1. Are you getting this? So just do it. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32 divided by 1 1 1 1 would become 1 here. So answer would be 32 by 1 or 32. Whatever the way you want to write it. So answer would be 30. Hope you are getting this now. Okay, just note it down. Now the next question, similar to the previous one, that is fourth one. Now look here, 2 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 2. 2 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 2. So again you would be using this one formula, that is the sixth one. So we can write 2 by 3. If you want to just change it into positive, so we would reverse the inside one, so it would become 3 by 2. Okay, are you getting this? So it would become 3 by 2 whole raised to the power, this minus 2 would become plus 2 now. Okay, now we would be using this one formula, a by b raised to the power n becomes a raised to the power n divided by b raised to the power n. Similarly here also 3 raised to the power 2 divided by 2 raised to the power 2. So 3 raised to the power 2 means you have to multiply 3 2 times. Similarly 2 raised to the power 2 means you have to multiply 2 2 times. So answer would be 9 by 4. So this is how we have changed it into PYQ1 form. Okay, so this was the first question, just note it down. Now this is the next question before you. Find the value of each of the following. So first question here is 3 raised to the power minus 1 plus 4 raised to the power minus 1 again. Okay, so again we will be using the first formula here, a raised to the power minus n becomes 1 by a raised to the power n. So similarly here also 3 raised to the power minus 1 becomes 1 by 3 raised to the power 1, plus similarly here also 4 raised to the power minus 1 means 1 by 4 is the power plus 1. So I can write it as 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Now I would take the LCM of, we have to add these additions we have done already in the case of in case of rational numbers. So we would add, how we would add this? We would take the LCM of 3 and 4. What is the LCM of 3 and 4? Is 12. So we would divide this 12 first by the first numerator, that is by 3. So it is going 4 times 3 4 is 12. So we would multiply here by 4. Similarly, we would divide this 12 by the second denominator, that is 4. So it is going 3 times. 4 3 is 12. So this 3 would be multiplying upside. Okay. Just see now. 4 1 is 4 plus 3 1 is 3. So answer would be 7 by 12. Are you getting this? So this is how we have solved this. Okay. Just note it down. Then after we would be doing the second question. And the second question is, if you have noted it, second question is 3 raised to the power 0 plus 4 raised to the power minus 1 multiply 2 raised to the power 2. Okay, so similar to the similar question also. So here also 3 raised to the power 0. 3 raised to the power 0, what does it mean? If any number having the power as 0 would become 1. So 3 raised to the power 0 means 1. Any number having the power as 0 would become 1. So 3 raised to the power 0 means it is 1. Plus, what do you mean by 4 raised to the power minus 1? 4 raised to the power minus 1 means 1 by 4 raised to the power 1. Okay, first one formula. Multiply 2 raised to the power 2 means you would multiply this 2 times. Just solve it now. It would be 1 plus 1 by 4 raised to the power 1 means 4. Multiply 2 to the 4. Answer would be, you can take the LCM or you can multiply straight away here also. 4 1 ja 4, 4 1 ja 4, 4 plus 1, 5. It would be 5 by 4. Are you getting this? So outside what is there? Outside there is multiply by 4. So this 4 and this 4 can cancel each other. So answer would be 5. Are you getting this? So this is how you would solve the question. Just note it down. Now student, this is the next question. Next question is 3 raised to the power minus 1 plus 4 raised to the power minus 1 plus 5 raised to the power minus 1 whole raised to the power 0. Okay. So straight away you can write the answer here 1. Straight away. Why? Because any digit you would get after solving these, you would get a digit here. So if its power is 0, so answer would become 1. So any digit having the power as 0 would become 1. So if you are solving these 3, you would get some rational number here. So if its power is 0, so answer would become 1. So straight away you can write the answer there 1. Okay. Or in another other way also you can write this. Look here. 3 raised to the power 1 means 1 by 3 raised to the power 1, because answer this first one formula we will be using here. Similarly 4 raised to the power 1, similarly 5 raised to the power is again whole raised to the power 0. So I can write it as 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5 whole raised to the power 0 would be equals to, you would take the LCM of 3, 4 and 5. Can you tell me the LCM of 3 and 4 and 5? I think it is how much? 60? Yeah, 60. LCM of all these 3 is 60. So write the LCM here 60. Now you divide the 60 by each of the denominator. First you divide this by 3, 20 times going, so 20 you would be multiplying upside. By this 15 times, so 15 you would be multiplying upside. By this 12 times, so 12 you would be multiplying upside. So 21 ja 20 plus 15 1 ja 15 plus 12 1 ja 12 whole raised to the power 0. So answer would be 20 plus 15 would be 35. Yes, and 35 plus 12 would be 47. So it would be 47 by 60 whole raised to the power 0. So answer would be 1, because any rational number having the power 0 would be 1. Okay, that we have used the third formula here we have used. Okay, just note it down. Now this is the next question. Question is, curly bracket starts, then 1 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 1 minus 1 by 4 whole raised to the power minus 1, then curly bracket close again whole raised to the power minus 1 is there. Okay, so let's solve this. First 1 by 3, if it is 1 by 3 raised to the power minus 1, I can write it as 3 by 1 raised to the power plus 1, because if it is 1 by 3 raised to the power minus 1 can be written as 3 by 1 raised to the power plus 1. Power would become positive. So I can write it as 3 by 1 raised to the power 1 minus. Similarly here also 4 by 1 raised to the power plus 1, then curly bracket close whole raised to the power minus 1. Okay, now look here. 3 by 1 means 3. 3 by 1 means 3, and power of 3 is 1. Answer is 3. Are you getting this? Should be getting. Look here. 3 by 1 means 3 and power of 3 is 1. So any number having the power 1 would be the same number, na? If the power of 2 is 1, so answer is 2. So similarly here also 3 by 1 is 3 and power of 3 is 1, so answer would be 3 minus 4 by 1 is 4, power is 1, so answer would be 4. Then again whole raised to the power minus 1. Now you should be knowing 3 minus 4 is how much? 3 by 4, 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So answer would be minus 1 raised to the power minus 1. Now Now look here. Minus 1 raised to the power minus 1. This power minus 1 you have to make positive. How? Using this one. So I can write it as minus 1 raised to the power minus 1 means 1 by minus 1 raised to the power plus 1. Power would become positive. So I can write it as 1 by minus 1 raised to the power plus 1. Okay. So answer would be, if the power is 1, so no need to worry about, answer would be same, that is minus 1. So answer is, if you are dividing, answer would become minus 1. 1 1 ja 1, answer would be minus 1. Are you getting this? Yes. So this is all for today. Would be discussing some new questions in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.